emotion. Can you try to understand how a touch can cause explosions? Rise up. Far too great to be landed. Rise up. Far too great to be standing.
Stop us, slide out of like choppers. That no to risk, but I'm on this before it starts. One of them a million will reach your touch. Always get a feeling that I won't see now. Now what? Never can touch. Look at my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise. Rise, one of my sides, trying to make sense of it all comprised. Eyes, spinning these skies. Never stuck down, feeling paralyzed, but I'm up now. We all too dead to fall. Yeah, anyone that's coming, I'ma lift them all. Never look down when it's risk of all. They got guts, gotta learn, gotta waste it all. Got no feelings, we just growing. Yeah, I'm that greatest stand that maybe no emotion. A couple million now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coaching, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
Rise up. Rise up. We are the apocalypse, and a path that keeps us floating. As we fly above the stars, that they won't scare us falling. So rise up. I'm too great to be landed. Rise up. Way too great to be standing.
They never gonna stop us, slide out of like choppers. Better took those risks, but in my fits we fire starters. One of them a million will reach your touch. Always get a feeling that I won't be now. Now what? Never can touch. Look at my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise.
Try your luck.
Hello, this is Trumpster Bob here with a little short video for you. So stick around, you might like it.
Right muscle. It's a big day for our
Ooh, look at that.
challenger, Project Ultraviolet. She's out for her maiden voyage, and we're
Now that is American muscle, right? Hey, we'll come back to that in a minute. I'm not doing a little story on American muscle like this really cool
taking her
Dodge
straight to the
Challenger.
track.
But I mean, look at that car. Who would not want to own a car like that? That is a beautiful car. It is also representative of a time period when America put America first, and America built the very best of any country in the world. But nowadays, since the Democrats have started allowing all of our top secrets to be given away to any country that wants it, this is the result. When you Google the MiG-41 Foxbat 2.0, you're going to see a lot of videos about this plane. This is a plane that has been built, that has been flown, that does work. And it is not American, it is Russian. And it is said to be faster than America's SR-71 was, and that is the fastest bird that's ever been recorded flying. As you can tell by the title here, that is the plane. And in the title, it even says it. that it is faster than the SR-71. Russia got this technology from us, the United States of America. Thank you to the Democrats. You're going to see a lot of videos on this plane. This plane is faster than anything that we got. This is Russia's 6th generation fighter jet. This is not a spy plane. This is not a reconnaissance plane, even though it is fast enough to do so. This plane also can fly into lower outer space and back into the Earth's atmosphere. That's a futuristic depiction of a plane that actually does not exist. However, as this video moves forward and gives you the time warp of something moving really fast and goes through a bunch of nonsense, it talks about jet engines and the development of these type of engines that can take a plane faster and further than previous made engines. America's made a very astounding amount of breakthroughs in terms of technology when it comes to building engines. So you get a lot of throwback about these type of engines and these types of planes. However, this plane is so fast that it can shoot down an F-15 fighter jet that would be hard pressed to shoot it back down. Your best chances would be 1 out of 20 shots. You might shoot down one of these planes. And the only reason we know that's possible is because F-15 was the first plane to ever record shooting down a satellite, a Russian spy satellite, to be exact. This is not a production plane. And as far as we know, there's only been one completely built and flown. However, there are others being built right now as I speak. The only time we heard of such a plane being this fast and being armed with weaponry was when Donald Trump was president, and he literally made the threat of building such a plane and then questioning what would Russia do. Well, Russia answered by building this plane right here. All of its weaponry is kept in the underbelly of this plane. Like an F-22, if you will. However, the difference between the F-22 and this plane is that this plane could shoot down an F-22. And if the F-22 shot back and it did not have the exact angle of attack coming directly from the front of this plane, it could never shoot this plane down. Russia has now surpassed America in building the best jet fighter on the planet. You can see a lot of different videos with a lot of different drawings and depictions being made, such as you see here in this video, where they do a lot of that. However, they do show an actual photo of this plane during its test firing sequence. And if you look here, the missile did come out of the belly of this plane and is going forward. A lot of people are unaware of the technological gains by China and Russia at the expense of American technology. And the people getting rich selling our secrets are the Democrats. Jimmy Carter started selling off our top secret information, and Bill Clinton perfected it. And then up come along Biden, who sold a lot of our technology to Iran, who then started building their first homegrown, homemade, home-built submarines that can fire ballistic missiles. They also built a very stealthy form of a submarine, which they used to import drugs into America on a regular basis. And you have no further look than Outlaw Morgan and his wife, who happens to be related to the second most powerful man in Iran today. Only toppled by Ayatollah Khomeini himself, who left office and left this man in charge.
Onic Interceptor Fighter MiG-41 with max speed of 4.3.
This plane goes 4.3 miles per hour. America does not have a plane that can even do 4. That is a jet fighter and that is armed or in production for the military. We do have the technology to build one, maybe even better and faster. But unless it's up there at the skunk works and we don't know about it, we don't have one. And you don't have to worry to ask the question, when are we going to build one? Because as long as a Democrat is president of America, as long as the Democrats hold power in the Senate and or in Congress, you will never see an American-made supersonic jet built in the United States of America again. This is a depiction of how the missile launches out of the belly of this plane. This plane can travel at Mach 4.3. Look down at an F-22 traveling 1.3. Fire this missile, and within that quick, it is out of the range of an F-22 fighter jet. This plane can kill any American-made fighter jet made and not even worry about getting shot down. Not to mention, this is also a very stealthy plane, made so by secrets that America gave to Russia via Joe Biden's wife. Following the money is something I will do in another live stream video. However, moving on to another quick topic, you've heard about the common flu killing more people than people who catch COVID-19. No matter how you look at those numbers, that is bullshit. And let me show you why. In America, over 25,000 people in 1 year alone, or excuse me, not 1 year alone, from 2013 to 2021, which is roughly what, an 8-year period, over 25,000 people have died of COVID-19 compared to people who did not have COVID-19 but still died of the flu only, which at its peak, barely toppled 1,600. COVID-19 remains the deadliest flu known to mankind. And with that said, I also agree there is no need for vaccines that do not work, that can only harm your body. And we have more need to introduce COVID-19 to those remaining people who have not had contact with it yet. because your immune system is the only defense you really have against COVID-19. And until they can prove that statement wrong, then that means I am correct. And they have not been able to prove that statement wrong yet. So I'm trying to understand the Democrats' BS. And through all of that trying to understand, I come up with finally something that makes sense to describe when a Democrat opens their mouth. So I'm traveling along the internet here, and I finally found a topic that might best describe it. And it's right here in the caption here, magic flying poop. That is what I see when I listen to a Democrat that has just opened his mouth. This is T. Bob Love. I'm just making people more aware of the importance of voting out all Democrats in office today. And if this doesn't put a little bit of fear in you, just think about the fact that Joe Biden refers to America, and all of the Democrats, in fact, refer to America as a democracy. And the last time I checked, we are not a democracy. That would be Russia. Yet the Democrats spout off Russia as America's #1 enemy. If they're not lying to people and trying to claim that it's North Korea or China. Oh, but you don't hear about China no more coming out of the Democrats' mouth in terms of bad naming. Oh no, it's only Russia, who is not a totalitarian country like China. It's not that bad. It's not even communist. It's Democrat. It's a democracy, which the Democrats want America to be instead of being a capitalist nation. So take care, people, and I'll catch you all on the next go around. God bless. And don't be a lonely drunk drinking yourself into the ground. You're just going to make yourself miserable. Trust me, I know a bunch of them on the internet, and I just avoid them at all costs. It is not worth your time. They will try their best to bring you down into their misery, which must be pretty bad. All right? So remember to have fun out there and just do you. Don't let anybody dictate to you how you spend your time, because it's not worth wasting on a bunch of drunks.
And take a chance, before the risks in this moment. Take my hand and break my heart. I'll never walk this road again. Stumbling steps, road to a dance where things change forever. There's no regrets, only the past. Will I change? Never. So swing me around, take me down. You won't break me, I'm too strong. Keep saying it wrong, I'll play along, but I will never be a victim. So swing me around, take me down. You won't break me, I'm too strong. Keep saying it wrong, I'll play along, but I will never be a victim. Steal the show. I lock, reload, lose control. I won't be held responsible. Run to the hills, leave love behind. Let all come. too strong. Keep saying it wrong. I'll play along, but I will never be a victim. Don't bring me around. Take me down. You won't break me. I'm too strong. Keep saying it wrong. I'll play along, but I will never be a victim.